Yes, I did just kiss this book. We're not gonna talk about it. But I'm having an okay time, you know.
Coffee, organic almond milk.
You. Anyway.
How are you doing? And welcome
Dude,
to
I didn't ask you to speak. Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name's Chell and this is Chella Reads a Bit. It's gonna be another week, another weekly vlog. I am starting it a day earlier than I sometimes do. Sometimes I'll start on a Sunday, sometimes I start on a Monday, but today it is Sunday because I finished my last book. As you would have seen in the week before this one's vlog, I did finish Flawless. So I wanted to start this now. But before we get into that, if you enjoy my videos, please feel free to give a like and subscribe. I would love to have you here. It really makes my day and I love seeing you here. And let's get into it. So like I said, I finished the book today, Sunday, April 14th. It is 7:35 p.m. now. And if you notice that I'm a bit red, yes, I know I look like a tomato. I look like a lobster. I was outside. It was a nice day. Me and my sister were reading outside for hours. She finished her book, but I was still reading, so we're not gonna talk about it. We're not gonna, don't judge me. So if I look red, that's why. I'm a tomato. It's okay. I did finish the book, so I was like, I might as well just end the vlog and then start the new one so I can figure out what book I'm gonna be reading next, so that I'm not behind, because I still have 4 books left and two and a bit of weeks left, and 4 books, and City of Brass is one of the books, and that's chunky. So I wanted to get this rolling. We're gonna spin the wheel and see what book I land on, but the books that I have left to read are This Is How You Lose the Time War, City of Brass, The Strange Case of the Alchemist's Daughter, and A Treacherous Curse. So those are the books that are left. I finished Kingdom of the Wicked and Flawless, so we'll see what I move on to now. And if the thing this is shaking, it's because I'm on the bed. I'm too lazy, and I haven't gotten out my bookshelf reorganization yet, so I don't know when that's going to be going out, so I don't want to just have my shelves in it quite yet, like fully. So this is what we're going to do. But I'm gonna spin the wheel and we'll see what I get. Let's see. Boop, 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 boop. A Treacherous Curse. Okay, okay. So luckily, I got A Treacherous Curse, which it's a toss-up if it's really luckily, because I still have City of Brass, which is chunky, and I need to get that done. I do have the audiobook out from the library, so I need to get that done. So this will help me get that done, so then I can return the audiobook to the library. So I'm excited for this. It's the 3rd book in the Veronica's Be Well mystery series. I'm enjoying them. Not a new favorite, but I really enjoy my time when I'm reading them, so I'm excited to read it and to listen to the audiobook, because I've never listened to the audiobooks. I'm not much of an audiobook reader, but I'm interested to see how it goes, because I need to fulfill the prompt for the Adventure in Aldea thing, that's like the year-long thing, which is to listen. January was listen to an audiobook, which I haven't done yet, so I need to do that. I need to get caught up on that too, but Magical Readathon is happening, so I can't do that right now. But this one at least will get me January done, because I do have the audiobook, so I'm excited for that. Also this week I have my job interview on Tuesday, which I'm very excited for, so fingers crossed for me. And I'm very nervous for that, but I'm very excited for it as well. So hopefully that goes well. I need to edit last week's vlog. I need to at some point edit the bookshelf reorganization. And then, I don't know, just spend time with my husband like usual, and spend time with my family, and just try to relax as much as I can, especially if I'm going to be starting to work here soon. That is the plan for the week so far. Read this, interview, and just edit and relax. So, and continue building that thing I've been building that you would have seen in my last week's vlog. Fingers crossed for me. Hopefully I can start this book soon. I might not start it tonight. I might relax, or I don't know. But I will pop in whenever I have an update on it, or I want to just update. But I will see you when that happens. Hello. So in typical Cello fashion, I have not updated since I started the vlog. It is now Wednesday, but in my defense, I did start reading the book Monday. And I did finish the book yet last night. I finished A Treacherous Curse, and it was just too late for me to update. I had my interview yesterday, Tuesday. It is Wednesday, April 17th. I had my interview yesterday. I think it went well, but have to wait to hear back about if I got the job, so fingers crossed. I'm a little nervous and anxious for that, so I wasn't in the mood to really be on camera. I'm still kind of not in the best mood, like in the best headspace, because I'm very, very nervous. But I did finish this last night. It didn't take me very long. I did start it on audiobook. I did not continue the audiobook after a bit because I'm not much of an audiobook listener, and I just wasn't liking the voices the audiobook narrator was doing for certain characters. It took me out of it. In my adventures in Aldea, January was my choice was to listen to an audiobook. I still used it for that because I did start it on audio, but I didn't finish it on audio. It didn't say I had to finish it on audio, but I did listen to it. I'm counting it. I'm not much of an audiobook listener, so it's the best I could do. But I did finish majority of it with my eyeballs. But about the book, I do enjoy these stories. A lot of people really love them. It's like one of their favorite series, and I do enjoy the ride. I just don't think that they're a favorite. They don't like hit me in a place where I'm like, oh, I need to read all of them. It does, like, it's very easy for me to read. I really enjoy like the narration style, the old English kind of scholarly woman. But the mystery was fine. It was a bit predictable for me, which again is not a problem per se. I still enjoyed the ride. I did enjoy learning a lot more of Stoker's backstory. I really enjoyed that part. The mystery, on the other hand, I didn't really care, but that part I really, really enjoyed. So I will continue. My sister does have some of the other books, so I will continue, but it's again not a favorite. It does what it needs to do, and I really enjoy my time. I mean, I finished it in 2 days, so that should say something. If I had to guess, because again, I'm not caught up on my call pile again, I would have to say like a 3.5. I don't do half stars, but if I were to kind of, it would be a high 3 maybe, either a mid 3 or a high 3. That's where I would put it. It was fine. I did enjoy my time, and I mean, it didn't take me long to read, so that means a lot. So I did finish that. It's only Wednesday, so I'm gonna do another spin. The thing is, the remaining books are The Strange Case of the Alchemist's Daughter, This Is How You Lose the Time War, and the big one, City of Brass. I'm not, like, I want to read City of Brass. I'm just really nervous to do it in the readathon because it's so chunky. I only have, like, the rest of this week, all of next week, and then Monday and Tuesday of the following week after that. So, I don't know. I'm nervous. I was looking, because it's for my Zodiac recommendation one. I was looking for something else that I could read, but I just couldn't find anything that I either own or want to read. So, I'll do my best. If I really need to, I'll switch it out. But we're going to do a roll to see which one is next. And, fingers crossed. I mean, I really should start on the City of Brass, honestly. That might be the best go, but I'm pretty sure Strange Case of the Alchemist's Daughter isn't that short either. It's like 300 something pages. I guess that's not as bad. And I'm really excited for this one. This Is How You Lose the Time War, I'm iffy about, because it is like a short novel and it's sci-fi, which I do enjoy sci-fi. It's not one that I know very as well as like fantasy, so fingers crossed. But let's get to spin it. Let's spin. Okay. I know this is crooked, but you know, we're on my bed. It is what it is. But we did get The Strange Case of the Alchemist's Daughter. So that means the last 2 weeks are gonna be the City of Brass And this is how you lose a time war. Ooh. But I am excited for this. It is exactly like what I said about this is like English. I'm excited for it. I don't know too much about it. I just know it's like there's like this I know this group gets formed of like the females with that are associated with different classic characters. So I'm really excited for that. I might not have read those stories, but I find this very interesting, and I'm really excited to see what happens. I know a lot of people love it. My sister said it's really good. I think she read it, and I'm excited to start it. So I'm glad this is the next one, but also we should have started City of Brass. But that I have to do what the wheel tells me, so I'm gonna go with this. And if it really becomes a problem, I'll have to maybe start City of Brass also. So we'll see how it goes, but I'll pop in when I've gone some ways into that or finished it. I doubt I'm gonna finish it by Sunday or Monday. But who knows? I did finish a book already. Not much more to update. Again, had my interview, just waiting to hear back. Oh my god, I really want this job, but yeah, that's pretty much it. Nothing really much else going on. I know I'm a little boring, but right now I'm not. I'm just really focused on getting this job, so. But I have been building that thing. I just haven't in the past, like I didn't yesterday, because again, stressed. I am stressed. So I just read, which was good. I have not done that in a long time where I just was like, you know what, I'm just gonna read. And I read for a long time, so that was great. But I'm gonna probably go get some food and eat, because I've not done that yet. I've just been spending time with my husband before he went to bed. And now I wanted to update, and then I'm gonna go eat, and maybe I'll build some, read some, who knows. But I'll pop back in when I have something interesting to show you, interesting to say, or just because I want to. I'll see you when that happens. Hello. So, don't mind me being off screen a bit, or off this, like not in frame, because it's mostly, I'm gonna be working on this while I talk, just so you have something to see, because I don't have many clips so far. And it is already Saturday, April 20th. I know. But I have been reading The Strange Case of the Alchemist's Daughter. I'm only page 81, but I did read some yesterday, and I'm gonna talk to you while I'm working on this, so you're not gonna see the book really, because I don't want it to get messed up. 'Tis not mine. I am, like I said, 81 pages in, and I'm really, sorry, this is crinkly. I'm really enjoying it. I'm working on putting this thing together right now, so like, hope you can see, but this thing, I've already done this. I'm on this, just so you know. But I am doing that. But yes, so I started the book. I have not updated since I spun for this book, because yesterday I finally edited the week 2 vlog, and that's now up. So I did, and then like I just haven't been in the mood to read or whatever. I just haven't had time, because I did get the job that I applied for. I have my onboarding Monday, so I'm excited for that. So yeah, and of course the other job that I really was interested in before this one, I had 2 jobs that I was really hoping to get, like one of them. I applied for one of them long ago when I first got here, but they weren't technically hiring, and now they're saying they're reviewing my application. But I already got this job, and it's the one that I wanted, so but I have been doing, have that coming up, so I've been like just wanting to relax and stuff. And also the book is deceivingly like longer than what you would think with the way it looks. Like the words are like the font is like the size, the typing is small, and the pages are thin. It's taken me a bit to get through it, even though I feel like I've read so much of it, but I am really enjoying it. I am really enjoying it. Right now, from what I can gather, the book is about Mary Jekyll, who is the daughter of Dr. Jekyll. You start the book off, something's happened to her mom and they don't have any money. Mysterious sum, like her mom, she finds out her mom was sending money. And the name that it was being sent to was part of this crime, and like she's trying to figure out what was going on. There's like this mystery around her dad and all this other stuff, and then it's really hilarious because it's like the what is the club that she's a part of, that because it's like one of the characters of the book, like, that hasn't come in yet. Sorry if this is shaking, this is like not stable. This is one of the characters writing a book about them, and it starts out with Mary Jekyll, but it's the Extraordinary Adventures of the Athena Club. So you get like little quips from different, like, some of the characters that you'll meet throughout the book or through other books, and like it's very funny, so it's like very interesting, and I'm enjoying it. I like the narration style. I like Mary Jekyll as a character. You see Sherlock Holmes. It is fun. It is definitely my type of book, but like I said, it's just taking me a bit to get through it because I just feel like the font is so small, the pages are so thin. It's like you could read for an hour and feel like you get nowhere, but I'm enjoying my time. I'm interested in where the mystery is gonna go. I enjoyed seeing one of the characters that you saw, like some of the comments, like they made comments, see them come in, and I really enjoyed that, seeing where they came from and like trying to find out like what's the tea, but I am enjoying it. Sorry, I don't have many clips right now. It is Saturday, so I'm probably gonna keep this one until Monday, just to give me more time to get this book done. I am doing like sprints, like I'm doing this, watching something while I'm doing this, and then once the timer goes off, I'm gonna start reading again. But that is what's happening. This is the first day I've gotten to work on this, because I just haven't either been in the mood or there's just been stuff going on. So yeah, I just wanted to pop in, say hey, hello, tell you I am reading the book. I'm hoping to be able to finish all of the books, but I have a feeling I might actually not be able to this time, especially City of Brass, because that one is so long and I have onboarding on Monday, and so I don't really know my schedule yet for work and training and stuff, so I won't have as much time to read, but I'm really hoping I can finish it, because there's just this coming week is the last full week, and then until Tuesday of the week after, and then the readathon is done. So I might actually have to extend it. I might have to, extend it for myself, because it's not, for me, it's not that like strict. I do try to like stick to what's allotted, but you know what, I'm just, it's just a time, a lot of things happening, so I'm gonna give myself that. I don't really think anyone will care that much, but I just have the Strange Case of the Alchemist's Daughter, This Is How You Lose a Time War, and City of Brass. So This Is How You Lose a Time War is shorter. The other two are a little bigger, but fingers crossed. But I'm gonna continue doing this and hopefully reading, and I'll pop in once I've gotten some stuff done and I have an update on the book. So I'll see you then. Hello. So it's been a little bit since I've updated the vlog. It is now Monday, April 22nd, and I'm here finally to update. I I think the last thing that I talked about was while I was doing my building. I did tell you that I had my onboarding Monday, and today is Monday, and I did have it, so that went good. I've made the executive decision, because you know I am the creator, the decision maker. I'm going to make this a 2-week vlog, so I'm just gonna finish out the readathon in this vlog. I'm just gonna continue this one into when it ends on next Tuesday. So it's gonna be a 2-week vlog instead of one. But today is Monday, like I've said numerous times now. But I did have my onboarding. It was fine. It was great. Got that done. So nervous to start training and everything, but I have finished that. I have just gone back, which is why I'm like this, and I am standing, so yeah, anywho, but I do have updates. So first update, I guess I'll start with the building. I have gone a little farther. This is what I have so far, isn't it? Cute. I still have more to go, so I did that yesterday, Sunday. Before I was eating my crab legs, which if you want to know something about me, I love crab legs with butter. Delicious. One of my favorite things to eat ever. So I enjoyed that yesterday. I did some of that before. I didn't read yesterday, but I did read Saturday, I believe. And then today, Monday, I finished The Strange Case of the Alchemist's Daughter by Theodora Goss. I loved this book. It is like my kind of vibe. It is my kind of book. I love fantasy, and this is kind of fantastical, I guess you could argue. But I really loved it. Like the English writing style, all the female characters in this book are, I mean, don't get me wrong, Diana pissed me off a lot. And the thing that happens close to the end of the book that Diana does, I wanted to wring her little neck, but I still love her as a character. I think she adds a lot of dynamics to the group that would be lacking otherwise. But I love this. I love this a lot. I've already kind of said what it's about, so I'm not going to go into it. I don't even want to try to summarize it. I say just go pick it up. I really recommend. There are certain elements that I did have problems with. Like it did have some of the elements that I did not like in Kingdom of the Wicked, with the writing in the aspect of sometimes the author repeated certain sentiments over and over again. But the thing that was different with this was that it wasn't paragraphs upon paragraphs. Like Kingdom of the Wicked literally was just reiterating the same concept for paragraphs and paragraphs upon pages, but this was just like little lines here and there that you would have seen before, so I could easily get through that. What else? Some things were a little more like it kind of did fall into tell not show a lot of the times. Like you were just told a lot of things but not shown a lot of things. But with this I really didn't care because I loved it. I loved just the coming together of these people, the coming together of the mystery. Certain things could you have seen probably, but I didn't care. I really, really enjoyed it. I loved it. I really just want to go into the next one, but alas, that is not in the cards. But if I had to give a rating, I would have to say, because I haven't put it through call pile, clearly I have not caught up, but if I had to guess, pretty high 4, if not a 5 stars, because I really, really loved it. Even those things that were kind of annoying to me, I didn't care because I really loved just these characters, where it was going, and seeing like Sherlock Holmes, Watson, these different characters that you hear, like these names that you hear in these other classic stories, and how the author has woven them together and how they come together. I'm just, yes, I did just kiss this book. We're not gonna talk about it, but I really, really loved it. This isn't my copy. This is my sister's copy, but eventually I might have to get my own copies of these books because I really, really loved it. I'm a fan. I get the hype that people have talked about with that book. But since, like I said, I am making this just the remaining time of the Magic Readathon, which is from now until next Tuesday, we're gonna continue on. And the last 2 books are these 2. The City of Brass and This Is How You Lose the Time War. I am torn because I need to start this because this is a chonker. But again, these 2 are left. This is short, but I'm not sure how I'm gonna like this one because it is more like letters, which I don't mind per se, and it's sci-fi. This is fantasy, but it's chonky. I know I have the wheel, but you know what? I don't know. Should I let the wheel choose? Maybe that's best because I can't decide. Let me get the wheel. I'm just gonna do it this way because I cannot be asked to put this down and change the angle of the camera. So we're just gonna do it in this really bad way. So let's see what we get. The wheel has chosen. It probably was like, you know what, girl, it's time to start the City of Brass. Just get into it, just get going. Just because this is chunky, while this is tiny, so it makes sense. But oh my god, how I'm nervous for this because I've talked about before, I did not get very far into Amin al-Sarafi before DNFing it. It just wasn't for me, so I'm a little nervous about this. I don't know much about what this is about. I just know a lot of people love this series. My other 2 books, the second and the third one, are back in Thailand with my husband until he gets here. So I'm nervous. I like going to books not really knowing anything, but once I'm a little ways in, I will let you know, hopefully, if I don't forget, like I did Kingdom of the Wicked. Hopefully I can finish it before the end of the week, so then I have time to read this, because next Tuesday is the last day, so we're gonna do that. But first I'm going to eat dinner and everything because, yeah, I had my onboarding, which went well. Just waiting to be scheduled for training and stuff. I have to do some cross training on some things, and then it's a happening. But yeah, sorry I'm all over the place. I'm standing. But I'm gonna go eat dinner. Hopefully start the book. If not, who knows? I'll probably start it tomorrow. But that's pretty much it for this update. I hope you're enjoying the vlog. Sorry, it is now becoming just 2 weeks instead of 1. I'm too tired to make it into separate ones, especially that next Tuesday it is what it is. It's my channel, you know. But I hope you're enjoying the vlog, and I'll see you when I hopefully get some ways into City of Brass. Hello, so it's been a day or 2 since I've updated. It is, what is today? Today is Wednesday, April 24th. I have not updated. Yesterday, me and my sister went to the library for a little bit. Then we came home and had food, went outside, where I did start the City of Brass. Have I gone very far? No, I'm only 31 pages in, you know. We're not going to talk about it, but I will say, so far in the book, I am enjoying it a lot more than when I was reading Amin al-Sarafi, which I did DNF, if you haven't seen that video. But this one I am way more interested in. I am interested in seeing where it goes. I will have to say, just off the bat, there is a lot of mention of God, but I'm trying to just let it go because it's not, like, I guess, fully immersed, at least yet, with that. But they do mention God in religion every so often, or just say God in passing. But I'm trying to push through it because I am curious as to the plot of this one. It's following Nari, who is a con woman. She cons people. She is kind of like a not a psychic, but like she'll like look into the dregs of like someone who just like, she takes tea and then she'll see like people's, well, I guess it's their fortune or whatever. And she has this like thing that she can do that not everyone can, and she doesn't believe in magic or anything, and so she does this con that ends up going weird, and she actually summons something that she didn't expect because she didn't believe in any of this, and that's like where I am right now. But I'm interested in seeing like where it goes. I am interested in the lore of this place. You kind of get like a look into like some of them, like the 6 tribes of the Jinn in the beginning of the book, so I'm really interested in that. Again, I'm not fully put off by the God being in it as of right now, because it's not like the focal point. Like, it was like so much of a focal point in the Adventures of Amin El Sarafi. I just couldn't get past it. But this I'm able to, like, because there's something else for me to grasp onto. I'm enjoying it way more. I'm really interested to see where it goes and how Nari, she like develops as a character, where it's going, what's exactly happening, and all this other jazz. But I did start that yesterday. I have not read any today because I've been working and finally completing, I don't know if you can see, my book, and I hope you can see it, but I have completed it. I wired it and everything, so it does light up. So that is that completed. I really like it. It is cute. I just don't know where I want to put it, because the problem is it does fit up with the manga, but since the manga is on the top shelf, you can't see, like, you won't be able to see the water with the sakura blossoms and stuff. So I'm like, I can't put it up there. Well, I wanted to put it up there, but it's like, it just wouldn't make sense because you wouldn't be able to see the whole thing. So I'm still trying to figure out where I want to put it. I could put it over here on my purple shelf my dad built me, but again, where? I could put it up with my stuff that has like stuff that my husband gave me, our marriage certificate, and like a mug that has him from school on it, and this thing my dad bought us like a while ago. But I don't know. It's a work in progress right now. I will eventually figure out where to put it, but I wanted it with the manga, but you would miss the bottom part, so kind of you'd miss part of the image. So we'll figure it out. But yeah, so I don't have much to say. I just wanted to update that I finished that. Sorry I didn't show any of me building it because it was a struggle. I was struggle busting my way through that. But I am gonna, now that I've completed that, because that's what has been like terrorizing my brain. I'm like, it's hard to read when I wanted to complete that. Now I can focus on my book. So I might go back to doing like putting a timer, watching something till the timer goes off, and then putting another timer, reading until that timer goes off, and switching off, kind of like my own sprint, but not like, obviously not watching a sprint. Someone else did, just my own personal ones. So I might do that, but I am happy to have completed that. Gotta figure out where I'm gonna put, what is with all this noise? God. I almost killed it. Oh my god, I need to move it before I just destroy all of my work. I'm gonna put it there for now. But that's pretty much it. Not much going on, just waiting for my first shift of training. But they don't have hours right now, so just waiting. Not really much else for me to update, because I'm not that far. It is fucking Wednesday, and I need to finish this book and then read this book. But I did say we went to the library yesterday, so I'll go library haul. I only got 2 books, even though I wanted our other libraries that we have don't really have too much, or one has a lot, like one has something and then the other ones have, I'll just have to, yeah. So I only found 2 there that I was like, okay, I'll take these 2. This one I did take out before, but I never got to it because the Magical Readathon started, so I just returned it. And that's the Jihad Air by Sarah Hashem. I've heard some stuff about this. I'm very interested. I don't really know much about it because I like to go in pretty blind, because a lot of the times these blurbs like to spoil a lot, so nothing to you. And then this is like a thriller. I'm like dabbling, you know, dipping my toes every once in a while in genres that I don't really read very often, but books that I've been really interested in based on people that I watch. And this thriller I've seen so many times and heard so many people talk about it, and it's No Exit by Taylor Adams. I've had my eye on it. I'm interested. I'm intrigued, so I'm gonna try that at some point. But I need to finish the fucking Magical Readathon with this book, and this book is gonna be the death of me, but I need to finish it. I need to finish it. So that was a little library haul and an existential crisis on the books that I need to finish before the end of the readathon. But I'm having an okay time, you know.
Coffee, organic almond milk.
Excuse
Free
you. Anyway,
How are you doing? And welcome to
dude, I didn't ask you to speak. But yeah, so I am doing okay. Not gonna be 100% until my husband is here. Not gonna be 100% happy until my husband is here. I'm very sad. So I did spend time with him before we went to bed, and I worked on that, and then now here we are, me updating, and me hopefully gonna sit down, do some sprints on my own here soon. But I'm reiterating, I'm rambling, I'm a mess. But that's pretty much it for this update. I hopefully will be getting farther into the City of Brass here so I can finish out the Magical Readathon without failing. Hope you're enjoying the vlog, and I will see you when I've hopefully gotten farther into this book. Oh well, so it's been a minute since I've updated. It is now Saturday, April 20-something, 27th. Saturday, I think I already said. I don't remember the last time I even updated. I was talking about City of Brass, I'm pretty sure. I do not have an update really on City of Brass because I haven't gone very far. And you're probably like, well, Cholo, then what is the point of this update? Girl, if you got nothing to talk about, why are you coming in? And for many reasons. One is because I haven't updated a lot in this vlog, and it is now the culmination of 2 weeks, which it was pretty much why I combined these 2 weeks, because the first week barely updated then. And here we are. Still not much to say, but actually I do have an update. So all that to say is I do technically have an update, just not the book that we set out for me to read, which was The City of Brass. Not because I'm not liking it. I just right now I'm not far enough to have an opinion really, other than they say God a lot, which is kind of jarring sometimes and kind of annoying for me personally, because that's just not what I want in a book. But that is neither here nor there. It's fine for the book. And I'm not hating it because there's, like I've said previously, there's something for me to latch on to outside of that. I just haven't found myself picking it up. I think it's like a lot of times, especially with like series, I have a hard time starting it because getting the groove of getting into a book is sometimes really difficult for me. So I always like get in my head where I don't get myself to pick up a book, because it's like the getting through the initial stages of figuring out how you feel about it and how it's going, and like the getting acclimated to the writing is daunting to me sometimes, so I tend to like put it off. You know what I'm saying? It's just the initial stages. So it's not that I'm disliking it, it's just like it's a little jarring right now. Like it's like just not flowing as well as like I know that it will later on, which I have a good example of how this is like a thing. So I'm not hating it. I do want to continue it and everything. But since it's almost the end of the Magical Readathon, because it ends Tuesday, I was like, I still have This Is How You Lose the Time more to read. So my logic is, as long as I've started City of Brass and I'm going to continue reading it and getting it to as far as I can by Tuesday, I'm hopefully finishing it, but if not, as long as I get a little farther and can say that I got a decent way in, then I'm still going to call it a win. At the end of the Magical Readathon, I'm still going to say that I've completed the Magical Readathon because I've at least started it, which you might think is cheating or whatever, but I don't care. This is for me. You can do it your own way. You can be as strict as you want. My justification for that is as long as I finish all, like, this is how you lose the time war, then as long as I've started City of Brass, it's fine. And I'll just consider it still a complete. So yesterday I did start This Is How You Lose the Time War, and it was rough for me because the writing is a bit jarring, to say the least, in my opinion. And then today I did finish it. I was trying to do like time playing my game that my husband got me because we've been watching InSim play Not Tonight, which is like a post-Brexit England where Europeans are being deported and all this other stuff. So he got that for me, which was very sweet of him. So I was playing that. So I was doing like playing that for some time and then telling myself I needed to read so that I could get this completed. And then when the timer went off for me to go back to the game, I was in this. So yesterday I did have a rough time getting into it, so I didn't read a lot of it. I don't know how to describe this because it's so short. I feel like saying anything would just kind of spoil the book. But it's just these two agents in their two respective groups. They're at war with each other, and it's like a time war, and you kind of follow them first being enemies and then progressing in like their letters to each other. The writing is a lot for me. It's not necessarily my favorite writing style. I think that it's really overdone and too much at times, but I did this time, like today, as I continued reading, I did find myself being able to understand certain things. Again, certain things I kind of omitted out of my mind because it was just overwritten and overdone for me personally. It's not my kind of taste. I can see how it is beautifully done, but some things were just clunky, or I didn't understand why it was written like that, but that's neither here nor there. I'm not smart enough for this kind of stuff. So I'll put it on me that I'm just not smart for this kind of writing, but I did get the gist, and I did end up really liking like where it went. The way it was written, because there's a lot of it is like, it's very chopped up. Like, it's not like you get perspectives from both of them. It's alternating, and most of it is like really you get more of their dynamic to get like how they feel about each other in the letters. So it doesn't lend itself to like really developing them a lot, in my opinion. So as I'm going through it, I understand where it's going and what is happening and why it's going there, but for me, I miss a lot of the development that you would see outside of letters, or seeing them like, yeah, outside of letters as well, like if it was longer, but not necessarily a bad thing because it still gripped me. Well, as I continued reading, I had to continue going to see what was going to happen. I was confused at times, which made me need to continue to find out what was going on, what was happening. And then at the end, I was just like, I don't know, it kind of like hit because right now I'm a little hormonal, but also because like I could put myself in this, like, obviously my situation is way different. I'm not in a war or anything, and me and my husband are not like enemies who are writing letters, but the fact that these are two people, and if this is spoilers, be very weary going in. I don't know what you would consider if any of this is a spoiler, so be warned. I'm not sure how you would consider it unless you've read it. How they're progressing, feeling about each other, and then things that happen, and then trying to come get the other person back. And it's like this, so it's the fact that they're like two people who are having to correspond through letters, never actually being able to like come together in the way that they want, and like always passing each other or not being able to, like I said, come together. And the ending just got me because it was like how me and my husband have had to like obviously be separated at this point. Like, we've had to be separated before, and then we were back together, like back in the same place, and then now we're at the point where we're separated again to get to a point where we can be together. So it kind of just hit in a way that like I felt on a deep place, but the fact that like it made me have to continue reading, so I was like so gripped regardless of the writing or anything like that. Like I think that makes it, like shows that it's like a really I don't know, good book. I'm still not sure how to describe how I feel about it, like if I liked it, if I didn't like it, if I loved it, if it's a new favorite. I don't know. I feel like I need to sit on it for a while. I definitely don't have a rating right now. I don't even have an inkling of a clue to even give you that like would like I don't know. I just don't feel comfortable giving any sort of rating, especially when I haven't even put it through call pile. But I don't even have a guess. Like I said, my main issues are like the writing for me. I'm just too dumb for this kind of writing, but also it just for me felt a little clunky to read, but I think that I could get past it because there are parts that like help you to navigate it without those other clunky bits. And then it's like you can still get it with all the other words on the page. So I don't know if that makes any sense. I'm kind of like all over the place right now. It's been a bit since I've updated and I just really wanted to pop in so then I'm not like way far out of like not having a lot of clips for this 2-week vlog now, because I did read This Is How You Lose the Time more, so I was like I might as well just update now. My life is in disarray because I did laundry and don't judge me, but I haven't read City of Brass like the past day or so. I don't know what it is. I'm just having a hard time right now. Having motivation and everything, but I want to read, but then at the same time I don't. I'm going through a rough time. But I hope you still enjoy the vlog. This Is How You Lose the Time more was very surprising for me. It is outside of my usual wheelhouse and I am pretty stupid. It did make me feel kind of stupid with like some of the phrasing and everything, but I still can see why people love it. I know my sister loved it. Claire from Unclarable, one of my favorite booktubers, she really loved it. I can see why. It really makes you think. It really makes you think, and I appreciate it for that. And I need time to like figure out how I really feel about the thing as a whole and how I would rate it. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't really have anything else to say other than my amazing husband got me this game that I've been playing today. He just got it for me today. Before he went to bed, we hung out and then he went to bed. But I did just finish that. I had dinner. My dad made an amazing chicken sandwich. Very delicious. I feel like I'm just rambling now, but I've just been a bit down and out. I've already talked about the library books that I got. I do want to try to get more library books because I feel like I want to read more library books. But like I said, I'm going to try to get farther into City of Brass, and if I don't finish it by Tuesday, I'm still going to call it a win because at least I started it and got somewhere, and I will eventually finish it. I'll just continue it on the side of other things that I'm reading. Because I do want to read it. I'm interested in where it's going. I will try to update you when I've gone farther in City of Brass. Hopefully it's before Tuesday. I'll update you then. I hope you're enjoying the vlog so far. And I'll update you when I've got more to talk about. Hello. So, has it been a bit since I've last updated? Yes. Without fail. This became a 2-week vlog. For the end of the magical readathon. It was like week 3 and 4. It is now Saturday, May 4th. I guess May the 4th be with you. Is that a thing that people say still? But yeah, so the magical readathon has now been over for like a few days. So I'm pretty late ending this, but in my defense, I did start my job. I've worked 2 days so far. Really, right now, I'm just cross-training in a different department, and then I'll be moving to my actual position. But it's been a bit of a transition. But I think in the last update, that I had finished This Is How You Lose a Time War and had said that I would try to continue reading The City of Brass. Probably wouldn't finish it, but I would still consider it my magical readathon complete. So I did read probably a little bit at one point, but really the last 2 days or last day of the magical readathon, I did not read a thing. Did not read anything for like the first, the second, or the 1st of May, and then I read a little bit on my first day of work, and then a little bit yesterday on my second day of work. And that's pretty much it. I've not finished The City of Brass, but like I said in that update, I'm considering the magical readathon complete. I started The City of Brass. I'm like over 100 something pages in. So I'm just considering it complete because that's a big book, and I did complete everything else. So I'm just, giving it to myself. You can say that I'm cheating or whatever. It's fine. This is my own personal thing. So if you want to be strict on yourself, go ahead. You do you, boo-boo. I don't mind. But me, I'm saying it's complete because I tried my best. It was just a lot going on, But so I obviously haven't edited this video, so it's not up. I didn't have a video up last week, and I don't have one up this week, and I'm sorry. When you're seeing this, I'm sorry that there's been a gap, but it is, like I said, a transitionary period and also sad times, like I keep saying. I know it's probably annoying at this point, but what can I say? I'm millions of miles away from my husband. It's just a long process, and it's a lot of money and everything, and a lot of things going on trying to even start the process. So we want to get that started soon. So there's been a lot of stress and a lot of stuff. So just bear with me. There might be times where I'm gonna miss a week, or I'm gonna miss some type of upload that I wanted to do but ended up not doing. Sometimes I'm just not in the mood to read. Sometimes I'm just not in the mood to do really anything. I just have something playing on my TV, and I'm just like, no thoughts, head empty, and just here. It's just been a time. Regardless, I did not complete the book, but I did get far enough in for me to say I've completed the magical readathon. To wrap up the readathon, I read first Kingdom of the Wicked by Carrie Maniscalco. Did not enjoy it. Then I moved on to A Treacherous Curse by Deanna Raybourn, the 3rd book in the Veronica Speedwell series. I really enjoyed it. It's a good time, but not for a long time, I mean, I really enjoy the series, but it's not like a new favorite. It just is good in the moment, and then it did what it did. It did what I wanted it to do. But other than that, yeah. Then after that was The Strange... well, actually, second was Flawless by Elsie Silver, the Canadian cowboy romance. That was my sister's. I did enjoy it for the most part, but it's not really my kind of thing. Contemporary is just not my thing, but I did enjoy moments of it. Did not like the sex scenes. It was so cringe. It was so bad. I did not like it. So I skipped those, but I enjoyed it for the most part. Then I read A Treacherous Curse, and then I read The Strange Case of the Alchemist's Daughter. Love that book. It is my kind of book. Like 100%. So I really, really love that book. Can't wait to read the next one. Then I started The City of Brass, didn't complete it. Finished This Is How You Lose a Time War. I'm still not sure how to feel about that book. I'm still really up in the air about it. So I still need some time to get my thoughts together on that. And then I did continue The City of Brass, but I have not completed it. But I'm saying that it's completed. I completed the magical readathon. I completed my spring Equinox semester. I'm on track. You can say, girl, no, how does that count? And you know what? I say it counts for me. I'm not gonna be too strict on myself, especially right now in my where my circumstances are right now in like my time. I'm trying to be lenient on myself because, it's a hard enough time as it is to, make something that's supposed to be enjoyable not enjoyable. Even I did my best to get through that book, but it is bigger, and I did have other bigger books. Also, like I've already stated, started a new job. Also just emotional time, so I'm being lenient on myself. I'm being kind to myself, so I hope you can be kind to me too. But I'm glad. I did enjoy the magical readathon. I did have a good time as best as I could. I got to read some books that I otherwise would not have gone to or would have put off. So I'm really excited to have done that, and I read some stuff out of my comfort zone, so I'm proud of myself for that. So I think it's been a good magical readathon, even though this is very late. I did have to combine 2 weeks, and this is a late vlog, and I'm sorry that you're gonna be seeing this late. But that's pretty much been the magical readathon. The magical readathon went pretty good, except for Kingdom of the Wicked, which I hated with all of my being, and I hate looking at it. But I hope you enjoyed the vlog. I'm sorry again that it's late when you're saying this. I hope you guys had, if you did the magical readathon, had a good time. Of course, I'll leave G's channel link down below, who created this readathon, G from Book Roast. But that's pretty much it. Sorry I'm down. My mood is like, it's been a time. But other than that, I'm just rambling at this point. I'm just reiterating the same thing over and over again, and I apologize, but I hope you enjoy the vlog. If you do enjoy my videos, please feel free to give a like and subscribe. I would love to have you here. It really makes my day, and I love seeing you here. And I'll see you in my next video, whenever that's gonna be. Bye.